You've got a deadline tomorrow. The clock is ticking. But instead of starting, you scroll through your phone, watch one more video, or suddenly decide to reorganize your desk. Sound familiar? This isn't laziness, it's psychology. Today, we'll decode why we procrastinate and what's really happening in the brain when we delay the very things we care about most. Procrastination isn't about poor time management. Psychologists define it as a self-regulation failure. It's the brain choosing short-term mood repair over long-term goals. In simple terms, when faced with a task that feels boring, stressful, or overwhelming, your brain dodges discomfort by chasing instant relief. It's not that you don't want to do the task, it's that your brain wants to protect you from negative feelings right now. Procrastination happens in a mental tug-of-war between two brain regions. The prefrontal cortex is the planner. It's logical, future-oriented, and responsible for self-control. The limbic system is the emotional, impulsive side. It demands comfort and pleasure now. When you procrastinate, the limbic system wins. That's why Netflix feels irresistible compared to that essay, report, or workout. The brain is wired for rewards. Each time you delay work by scrolling TikTok or snacking, your brain gets a small dopamine hit. That reinforces the avoidance loop. Over time, procrastination becomes a habit, not just a one-time slip. Here's the twist. When deadlines get close, procrastinators suddenly become productive. That's because fear and adrenaline finally overpower the limbic system. Stress becomes so strong that avoiding the task feels worse than doing it. That's why so many people say, "I work best under pressure." In reality, they're addicted to deadline-driven adrenaline. Many myths surround procrastination. People often think procrastinators are lazy. Wrong. Many are perfectionists who delay because the fear of not doing it perfectly paralyzes them. Another myth is that pressure always makes work better. In truth, rushed tasks often sacrifice quality for speed. And finally, the idea that motivation must come first is false. Often, action creates motivation, not the other way around. So how do you fight back? Psychologists suggest several powerful strategies. The first is the 2-minute rule. If a task takes under 2 minutes, do it now. It tricks your brain into momentum. Next, break tasks down. The brain avoids huge, vague projects, but chopped into clear, doable steps, they become manageable. Reward progress, not just completion. Celebrate small wins to reinforce dopamine for good behavior. Forgive yourself, because studies show that people who practice self-compassion procrastinate less next time. And finally, use time boxing. Set short, fixed periods for focus, like 25-minute Pomodoro sessions. It makes tasks feel less overwhelming. Procrastination isn't laziness, it's emotional management. It's the brain dodging discomfort by chasing quick relief. But every time you face the discomfort instead of avoiding it, you train your brain to prioritize the future over the moment. So the next time you find yourself stuck in the loop of, "I'll do it later," remember, your brain isn't broken. It's just protecting you in the wrong way. And with the right tricks, you can retrain it. If you found this breakdown helpful, subscribe and like Mind Decode. Because the more you understand your mind, the more power you have to shape your life.